play these maps. D flag, be watching for some quick jet drops over here onto D flag. And C is, or B is going to be flashing right now. Onion getting 2 quick players on that flag. They will be able to get to burn. And this is exactly what they need to start out with this game. And where is Extreme Gaming? Both of their tanks are just now leaving spawn. We do have a Jeep going in towards B.
Yes.
And that Jeep ends up going down, I think, in a ball of flames from the TV missiles. So nice job there. Tanks will be coming into B flag. Both of them are going to be coming into B flag right now. Does look like the tank, though, is going to be coming into backup Onion. Who is this? This is going to be Neo. Neo will be able to get a couple of shots, but not before he's pushed back by this helicopter. And both these tanks with reps are going to be over here getting some nice cover from these buildings. The infantry from Onion needs to get over into these buildings and start hitting these tanks with some rockets. At the very least, push them back.
One M1 Abrams, is that correct? One of the T90s does go down?
I did not see if one of the T90s did go down, but it does look like one of the Abrams is going to be disabled right now. He is on fire, getting some rockets into him from the helicopter as well as some RPGs.
So many engineers on the other side of that wall. Here they come. Here come the flanks.
Oh
Snarf takes out 2.
There was Snarf with the big TV missile coming in. Everything is exploding right now. Infantry coming in from the backside. They will be able to get a couple of rockets on this tank, but the engineer popping out, going to be able to clean all of those infantry players. The T-94 Onion is still going to get pounded over here by mid-construction. He was going to be venturing out here, though. I don't know if that was the best move. He's going to get pounded by this helicopter here and back range from an engineer. Oh my god, yes. I think he may have just thrown away this tank.
At the same time, the team Extreme Gamers has put a guy on Delta, and they're slowly grabbing it back. But it seems that there is one Onion player also on it, also contesting.
Yeah, it will be quite annoying for them back there. The tank for Extreme Gaming will be going down right there. Snarf able to take that out. Or actually, no, he just took out his reps with the TV missile. It is still going to be disabled. 1 or 2 more shots should be able to do it in with this tank. And there it goes. Tiago able to kill that with an RPG. B flag will go into the possession of Onion here fairly soon. Oh no, they are actually off of the burn now. Not able to get that gray out just yet.
No.
Let's take a look over here out to D flag. Extreme Gaming going to be able to keep at least 1 player alive. It's going to be consistently annoying. 2 players. Rocket's going to be coming out, trying to get some of this back reactive off of this T90. And this is exactly what Extreme Gaming needs to do. It's going to tie up armor, going to force Onion back, and allow them to push out of A.
Yes. Extreme is pushing up on Delta hard, but they have to be careful. The TV-guided missile did a bunch of damage to 1 Revolts.
Oh my god, Snarf cleaning it up right now, able to pick up 2 more kills on the backside of D flag. That is going to be huge right there. They just need to be able to find that spawn beacon. They should be fine. 3 flags going into the favor of Onion, 240 to 231. Now, if Onion can hold this for the majority of the game, they will be looking pretty. But remember, guys, 147 tickets. That is the number that they have to beat.
That is the magic number. At the same time, Extreme Gaming does take out Snarf in the helicopter. They have air superiority, and here comes the dogfights.
We are going to be seeing 2 tanks battling out over here onto B flag. TV's going down. Going to be able to do some massive damage over here onto Onion's T90. They will be able to get at least 1 rep over here on him. Infantry going to be coming out for Extreme Gaming also. And yeah, I think
what's interesting about Onion is that Onion, instead of engaging the dogfight where they had the advantage, they instead decided to jet drop on Alpha, which is what they have done.
And I think that is the better decision to do. If you can get more boots on the ground, guys, like I said before, if you're not fighting on a flag, you're not helping your teammates. It doesn't matter how much you control the air. If you can't cap a flag, there's not really any point of you being there. Now the tank for Onion is going to be disabled. He's not going to have any reps right now. He is in trouble. Some tanks coming in onto B flag from A. Does look like the A push was going to be cleaned up. Nobody is going to be left for Extreme Gaming on B flag. Oh, actually, 1 tank is. How did he not go down? How did he not go down?
He is so low. He is so low.
That is going to give them
Smokes
enough
up.
time to
Prepare
spawn
just a little bit.
a couple of
Waiting
infantry.
for here it comes. Here come the reps. There are 2 Extreme Gaming tanks, both on fire next to the beach on Bravo. Both repairing. What is going on?
Yeah, now at the same time, C Flag is now going to be flashing, so Onion possibly getting a little bit stretched out there. Not going to be able to stop this burn. We'll be getting a couple of infantry back over here. Should be able to clean it up. He's going to be able to back rage him right now, and there it is. Tralador going to be able to clean up Bello. C Flag will go back into the possession of Extreme, or for Onion Gaming.
Extreme, though, still has both their tanks up on Bravo. They are now pushing up, trying to kill those engineers on that middle C construction. There's a lot of them.
Yeah,
and they keep on taking hits.
Able to get the disable over here on one of the B tanks, and 2 reps. He should be fine.
Oh no! What are they doing?
We do need to be seeing some TVs.
Oh, this is not looking good for Extreme. Onion pushes it.
Oh, they will
one goes down. Will they get 2? 2 go down.
Nice job
and
there.
The last Extreme Gaming guy tries to repair tool that T90, but no, the repair guys fight it out, and the T90 survives.
Right. Now, guys, if you do not know, the spawns for B Flag while you're on the US team are going to be right here where my cursor is at, where I just zoomed in. So as long as Extreme Gaming can kind of spawn camp them there, they should be fine and be able to take this flag. And as we are talking right now, A Flag is going to be flashing, so it looks like Extreme Gaming able to get 1P a person back there. We are going to be seeing the tank, though, pushing up by A Construction, and Onion, they're looking for a 4-cap right now, which is exactly what they need to be able to take this map. Now, we are going to be seeing the tanks pushing out from spawn. They should be able to get on this burn, and with the infantry, yeah, they will be able to get a burn back.
Yes.
But they did do a lot of damage there. They were able to pull a lot of the resources back for Extreme Gaming, back onto the Gimme Flag. And what they have to be careful for is to not let any leaks happen. They need to watch the leaks. The Jets are doing some massive damage right now to some tanks.
Onion is vulnerable, even though they have the 3-cap. They have lost their jet. They have lost their attack kilo. It is air superiority in favor of Extreme. And is there a...
How is he not roadkill?
How is he not dead? Did you see that? I saw that.
He killed himself.
He was ghost riding it up until they hit the flagpole.
Oh my God.
I don't know what exactly why that happened.
2 tanks going to be coming out of spawn for Extreme Gaming. They will be backed up into a corner, and this is one of the reasons why the U.S. side is so hard, guys. Is because you're kind of bottlenecked right here if the tank placement is great for the other team. Now, it does look like Onion ended up losing maybe one of their T90s. I think they did.
They did. They did lose one. But they still have one up. And Onion has some very good positioning along the hillside with engineers being able to throw a lot of damage. Although we see an Extreme Gaming Jeep making its way slowly to Charlie. Oh no, we've been going right to Delta instead. He's just running it up. Two-man crew. Uh-oh, they hit an obstacle.
Yeah, they need to be doing that. Now we are going to be seeing a tank back here onto A Flag. He is in trouble. Oh my God, Extreme Gaming doing a great job. Stay alive. Don't expose yourself, man. Oh, if they could get a spawn bomb back there onto A Flag, it's going to be huge. Now D Flag is going to be flashing, which is okay. You can trade A for D. Just don't get tied up with it. Now we are going to be seeing the tank for Extreme or for Onion Gaming going to be so low.
He is so low, but he takes a very good position. So that attack kilo he has a lot of difficulty hitting them. But that tank's moving around. Uh-oh, that Abrams tank's gonna have a shot on him anytime now. It's all smoky, I can't see. But wow, somehow the T90 does take out that Abrams at a point of vulnerability.
Oh, and there comes the TV missile.
The TV, he survived.
A lot of damage. I think it actually took out one of his reps. So still not able to really to do anything, just staying alive. Now D Flag is still going to be flashing. Extreme Gaming is going to be tying up a lot of resources, a tank and an infantry player. And that is going to be huge right now. Able to stay alive, gets the spawn beacon down. If this tank can be able to kill that beacon, that's going to help them out quite a bit. 2 players from Extreme Gaming are going to be able to spawn back here. 218 to 149. And
you have to hand it to this T90 that has survived this long. They've taken out one tank. They're about to take out a second. He's so low.
Oh my god, he is so low, but the rep does go down for Onion.
The rep does go down.
While the rep for Extreme Gaming is still up.
Oh!
And it goes down. He's still up though, able to at least stay alive, maybe get some spawns on him. And I don't think Onion knows this, and they're going to leak at least one infantry out towards C. If he's smart, he will be getting onto the burn over C. Oh no, I think it was spotted. Tanky is going to be pulling back to B. He knows that somebody got back here. C flag will be flashing here in just a second right now. In fact,
there it goes.
And D flag still going to be contested. Were they able to clean it up? I think that Extreme Gaming was actually able to clean that up.
Yes, they have 2 infantry on the Delta flag, while Extreme is pushing a infantry tank squad up onto Charlie. There is but there's one engineer. But here comes the back rage on the tank. I love this position. He doesn't know. But is that? Oh, Thiago gets him. He gets him. Ends up taking and holding back on Charlie. Incredibly.
Almost instantly taken down. Now, what they're going to have to be careful of right now is they are in a double gimme position, which is not a very comfortable spot to be in. TV going to be able to disable Onion's tank. It's going to be Thiago getting disabled right there. Very unfortunate. At the same time, Extreme Gaming is going to be able to push one Abrams out of their own, along with some infantry. Going to be able to get up into C construction and get that burn going down. And I think they were able to clean up that T90. Nice job there.
Yes, it is
Thiago
down.
does go down, and this right now is where Extreme Gaming has to be coming out. They have to push out. They have to take a lot of ground. And I think they're going to be able to do so.
They are pushing aggressively back onto Charlie. Extreme Gaming has 2 on Charlie, and they're taking it back. Alpha Delta are both being contested, however.
Yeah, let's take a look over here at the D flag. I don't even think that's Extreme Gaming.
Alpha's fine. Alpha's fine.
Yeah, Extreme Gaming still has at least 1 infantry over here. And that is going to be a one hell of a nuisance. B flag is going to be the only flag that is going to be alive for Onion. Onion's going to be backed up into quite a bit of a corner right now. And with this armor from Extreme Gaming, I don't think it's going to be enough. They will end up taking out everything over here on B flag, and we're looking for Extreme Gaming setting up a 4-cap.
At the same time, Onion does take control of the skies yet again. They perhaps will go for the enemy helicopter. No, he preemptively takes out the jet on the runway. Will he get it, though? I don't think that's enough. No, it is going. It's still flying. Here come the fights. Will they be able to maneuver? Right now, Onion has the advantage, but he's moving around, taking some damage from the helicopter as well. But he bails instead. He bails instead. To go where? I think just a suicide. No, actually, I think he did. Oh, no. It looks as if that there is one Onion player on Alpha, and the jet tried to destroy that player, only to find that he himself died. At the same time, Roto in the attack helicopter does take out that one Alpha player.
Yeah, they will be okay over on the A flag. I think the Onion tried to do too much at the same time. That is why they ended up getting almost 4-cap there for a second. Going to be seeing some repair tool action happening. Not going to be able to get a tank. Does end up getting taken down. B flag is still going to be firmly into the possession of Extreme Gaming. And I think this is pretty much the nail in the coffin right now. 158 to 137. There's pretty much no way that
less
Onion
than 10
will
tickets.
be able to win this. They would have to get a 4-cap
tickets.
and be almost perfect with every single res and never lose a vehicle.
Yes, and I don't think that'll happen, unfortunately, on this. Already a few tickets to go. 4 more tickets before Extreme Gaming is dubbed the champions.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, GG to both teams doing a great job throughout this entire tournament. Onion, I would say Onion has probably some of the most exciting matches. One of them being on Sign Crossing against Shot Dogs, doing some amazing work there with some C4 on the tanks, as well as some awesome bombs going on. But unfortunately, it was not meant to be, and it does look like, Extreme Gaming is just going to be toying with them at the moment. 147 to 135 in favor of Onion, but there it is. GG's being thrown out. that is it. Guys, we do have our CEVO Takeover tournament winners. They will be Extreme Gaming, who, if I'm not mistaken, has changed their name for BF4. I don't really know what it is. Whatever BTK is. So.
BTK? Is that in reference to the BTK killer from Wichita, Kansas, circa 1990s, perhaps? No?
I don't know, Daskro. It's gonna be that's gonna be up to you and your trivia. So we should make that a new show. Daskro's trivia.
Daskro's trivia. What does BTK stand for? Do you know what it stands for?
I have absolutely no.
My reference.
I think that possibly the B stands for Brazilian. T maybe stands for team, and K maybe for killing. Brazilian team killing. I don't know.
Oh, I like that. That's better than the serial killer. His was buying, torture, and killing.
Yeah, that's not fun at all. Nobody likes that.
Well, yeah,
Nobody
not that
likes
fun.
That. Oh man, C-Flag is still going to be contested by both teams. Onion, like I said, right now they're just playing for pride. They have already lost.
Ooh, I like some of this tank sex. Here it comes. They're all touching each other and stuff intimately, but no, Coletta takes out his teammate, but also takes out Meat as well.
We have neutralized the objective.
So anyways, now that we have, like I said, crowned our champions, they are just playing right now, finishing out this round. Daskro, let's talk a little bit about what we have seen on the live streams for the BF4 stuff in Gamescom.
Sure. One of the biggest of things that we have seen is not just spectator tools, but spectator tools with some of the really nice eSports features, such as upper and lower thirds and side thirds and things like that. What did you think of that, Brett?
I liked it a lot. The only thing that concerned me was the fact that they were grouped up into squads. Now, I could see where, like, for 10v10, that is really going to be handy because, obviously, you can kind of get rid of some of that clutter on the side. But the one thing that does worry me is will you be able to expand that for, like, 5s or 4s or anything else like that. I really like the look of it. I think that they're going in the right direction. It's something that Battlefield has been needing desperately for the last year. And I definitely think we can grow the Battlefield franchise as an esport. With those
I agree.
kinds of tools.
I too have reservations about the side thirds. I want them to be able to show players as opposed to squads. But I understand if it's a 32 versus 32 battle, you want to showing 32 names on each side may be a bit too much.
Yeah, absolutely.
However,
now, I will say this though, I'm kind of excited for the new game mode that they announced. The what was it? The obliteration.
Obliteration.
I think it was obliteration, where they have one neutral bomb, and it spawns somewhere on a predetermined position on the map, and I believe they have like several different positions. And you have to go and take out certain targets on the map. Now, I like that idea. I know that it's been used for other games, but it hasn't been used for Battlefield. And I think that you can actually put a competitive twist on that. I think that would be very interesting to see how that can work out. And then also, they had another one, Diffuse. I believe it was Diffuse, which is basically your standard S&D match, where you will have one bomb and basically like CSGO, rounds, one life, that type of thing. I don't believe your paddles would work. Although I will say this, if they did allow the paddles to work in that match, that would be pretty interesting.
It would. The one thing I saw about obliteration that was very interesting was that there were a lot of vehicles in the obliteration footage that they were able to show. That means it's not just going to be an infantry-only mode. It's going to be a mode that has a lot of vehicles all running around on air, land, and sea, trying to get that big-ass bomb backpack, blow up that objective.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, did you see very much Commander being used? I really didn't see the Commander mode being used at all.
I didn't, though. The closest thing that I saw, well, I did see some EMP and UAVs being deployed. What I did see was the sort of the 2D Commander map being used in spectator mode. That was pretty cool, being able to zoom in so far. So you're able to sort of have this kind of view that you see right now on my free cam, but then you could zoom in to various sections and see very easily where all the action is taking place. nice.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I would like to ask you guys in chat, what do you guys think about the commander mode and its possibilities for competitive gaming? I'm excited for it, to be honest with you, Dashko. I think that implementing the commander mode back into Battlefield is great. It needed it. It's been out of it for way too long. And I think that putting it in competitive gaming, especially for 10v10s, so basically it would be 10 plus 1, I think that would be huge. What do you think?
I would love to see that. I would love to see, like, it would be odd numbers. That's okay. I mean, so perhaps it's going to be a 13 versus 13 match or 15 versus 15 match. But that's all right, because I like the idea of having a commander mode being sort of that dedicated leader, and then having good round squad sizes, be it 10s or even 12s or even 15s, that kind of thing. I think it'd be really cool to see.
Yeah, and I think that commander mode will definitely help out those guys who are maybe not the best players, but definitely have a lot of knowledge about the game. They understand how the game is played. They understand positioning. They understand where to put people. Sometimes you just need a good play caller in the game. But, he's not the best player. Examples of this would be, I would use myself as an example of this. I think I'm fairly decent as a play caller on the map, but as a player itself, I am not that great. I'm definitely more of a support player. But I think that implementing this commander mode is going to broaden the amount of people that we are going to be able to allow in competitive gaming. Just like putting in vehicles. Leaving it down to the infantry-only style needs to be left for CSGO, needs to be left for Call of Duty, because that's what they're good at. They're good at the twitch shooting. They're good at that style of gameplay. Whereas Battlefield, if you're not good at infantry, you can be good at tanking. You can be the #1 tanker in the world. Or if you're not good at armor or infantry, you can be the #1 helicopter pilot in the world. And being really good at those specific positions is going to be critical in the competitive world, especially if you're a good pilot in a jet or a helicopter. I mean, I'm not a good pilot. Will never be a good pilot.
But I like the fact that you can have a lot of skill differentiation and still have that role be viable in the battlefield.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that is what is so appealing about Battlefield as a game, is that you don't necessarily have to be an amazing twitch shooter. There are a lot of different roles that you can play, and so that's what's good. I think it's going to be really cool to see come the Battlefield 4. The one thing that I want to add to this, and you didn't see this within the Siege of Shanghai map, but you most certainly see it in Paracel Storm, and that is, you have all of these fast attack craft, these small boats, relatively small boats that have autocannons, almost sort of like a floating APC of sorts. But what makes the combat so different is the waves. The waves, as they move back and forth, are dynamic in nature. And it's reminiscent of Battlefield 1942 Operation Aberdeen, where you use the sand dunes to your advantage to move in and out of the dunes to get quick shots with a tank, and then be able to go for cover again. I like the fact that the waves change the topography that you're battling on constantly, and as such, it's just as much about positioning and maneuver and taking the shots at the right times, as opposed to just taking shots.
Yeah, no, I agree with you completely. Now, about the boats, what did you think about, because they actually have TVs on those boats.
They do, they have TVs, I saw that.
That's pretty sick right there. I mean, to be honest with you, you could get some amazing play out of that, because obviously it won't be limited to just the helicopters anymore. You're going to have to worry about those boats sneaking around in those some crafty little areas, and maybe
could we see scenarios where there is a particularly high wave and the boat arcs into that wave and gets a 60-degree angle or some other high-degree angle, fires that TV missile straight into the air, and then does a 180 on it to hit ground targets? I'd love to see that.
Honestly, man, you could do something as simple as just go find a little hiding spot, and just TV the crap out of a certain flag.
Oh yeah,
you're going to see people, running them up on ground, getting them stuck on top of things so that they can be at weird angles, maybe to shoot some aircraft. So it'll be exciting to see how that turns out. And the miniguns, putting the miniguns on the boat. Hell
like
yeah!
that.
How did you like that? I think that's freaking awesome. Going to be able to actually give them a little bit more oomph, especially on the island map. And the fact that that it has multiple islands, I do like that. As you said, it was reminiscent of some older maps, but and in fact, I think they even said it in their interview itself that the whole island idea was reminiscent of some older maps that they had.
Yes. I also like that, and this was only shown on, I think, one of the GameSpot trailers, that there are going to be stationary machine guns again, like we saw in Battlefield 2 and in previous Battlefield games, which perhaps means that the stationary machine guns and other turret machine guns will be more effective against air vehicles than in Battlefield 3.
Yeah, the other thing that I want to see them doing, and they kind of touched on this a little bit, so it's not exactly the same, kind of the same, where they are going to be allowing the AA on whatever that map was that we saw on the stream to be used in the center of it, with whatever that, the ship's going to go up there, crash, and then you will be able to use the AA on that boat. Now, what I would like to see actually is some AA being placed around the map that's stationary, as opposed to being in your spawn. I think that one of the main issues that we have with Battlefield 3 is that if you have a good pilot in whatever it is, whether it be a jet or a helicopter, and the other team doesn't, you're pretty much screwed. The other team who doesn't,
there's no hard counter.
And I know you have stingers, and yeah, they can be annoying, but honestly, guys, you hit the afterburners and boom, you're gone. So it's like on Card, for example. Why not make it so that there is an AA that spawns on one of these flags on B or C when you cap them? That makes that flag that much more important. So it's no longer, do I cap this, just because it's a flag that bleeds, but I'm going to cap this flag because it spawns a stationary AA. I can control the map now. So I'm hoping that they have something like that. Bring back the 18-4 from BC2.
Yes.
Yeah, buddy.
And you could have something real good. The one thing that I also think is